When it comes to CCTV, Edinburgh is pretty much like every other city in the UK. More than 180 cameras are constantly monitoring these city streets. But the question with surveillance is how much is too much? The Home Affairs Committee has looked into how much we are monitored in terms of pictures and information. Now it's telling the government that less is better and to resist the temptation to raise the level of surveillance.
There is one camera for every 14 people in the country. So this is not quite a surveillance society, but the committee felt very strongly that we were moving towards a situation where we could reach a surveillance society. That's why it's important that the government takes stock of what's happened so far.
The use of CCTV footage has proved important in fighting crime. It helped to catch killer Levi Belfield. Shots of his white van placed him at the scenes of his crimes. The men who murdered city lawyer Tom Ap Rees-Price were also caught on camera. And more recently it was used by Greater Manchester Police in dealing with rioting Rangers fans in the city for the UEFA Cup final.
In recent years it's really become a crucial part not only of providing intelligence to prevent attacks, which is what one hoped it was before, but essentially to build up pictures of how, even when our security has been breached.
The surveillance study concluded that we're not in a surveillance society, but the Committee of MPs has warned of dangers in expanding monitoring techniques and misusing them. For example, it wants assurances that microphones won't be fitted to CCTV cameras, that any extension of camera surveillance must be justified by evidence that it is effective. And it doesn't want data held on a child for his or her own protection to be used to predict whether or not that child is likely to become involved in criminal behaviour. The MPs on the Home Affairs Committee point out that the key issue is one of trust, that members of the public don't have much say on the data that's held about them and need to be able to trust that it's being used appropriately. Only then can they have confidence in the all-seeing eye. James Matthews, Sky News, Edinburgh.